Hello? Hello? What the fuck? Hello, can you all hear me now? Because, like, what the fuck was happening? I literally cannot fucking hear myself within the screen. What the fuck is going on, bro? Hello? What the fuck? Okay, I should be able to, like, be able to hear right now. Can you all hear me right now? Can you all hear me? What the fuck is going on, bro? I'm genuinely what the fuck is not right open. So you're telling me all this time I was fucking muted? What the fuck? Why is this fucking happening again? Akira Toriyama basically was to release GT. Pretty sure Akira Toriyama was not that much part of it. He only designed characters and stuff. But yeah. Yo, Jay, just say yes or no. Can you all hear me? Just type yes or no. Because I'm not still trying to fix my mic. Like, what the fuck? Why can't I hear myself within the screen? Someone just, what the fuck is happening within the screen, bro? Let me ask him the fucking, why the fuck is this mute? Hello? Okay, maybe something is fucking wrong with my mic. Okay, how about now? Can you guys hear me now? Let me just in case add something to my, that must be too much. Okay, how about now? Can you guys hear me now? Because I'm like trying to get annoyed by all of this. So, how about now? Hello? Hello? What the fuck? Hello? Hello? So what the fuck is happening? Hello? 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 Oh shit. Shit. Okay, how about now? Son of a. Okay, I finally fixed the issue. You all should be able to hear me now. Like, God. There was a fucking plugin which was messing with the entire fucking mic. So I'm really sorry about that. So you should be able to hear me now clearly, right? Anyway, if you got a recommendation video to watch, I can like watch it right now. And what the fuck, unpeg your arms. You all should be able to hear me, right? Because I'd like fix the issue. Because that was a fucking dumb idea to, you know, add a fucking plugin which messed up the entire fucking thing. On the fucking stream. So you should be able to hear me clearly. Bruh, you don't need to be fucking show sarcasm. Like, I get it. I fucking messed up. Actually, just fucking remove the name. No, the fuck you didn't. Anyway, I'm gonna repeat myself once more. If you like have any questions about Invincible, One Punch Man, Dragon Ball, DC, Marvel, whatever the fuck you wanna use, you can just say it. For Invincible, as I said before, which I'm going to repeat because I think you all didn't hear me, is because what the fuck? Yeah, bro, you're alone on that shit. Century versus Superboy Prime, one of the worst fucking death battles I have seen. I don't care who believes in Superboy Prime winning, but he shouldn't be able to do that. Stop juggling. The fuck do you mean juggling? Which gacha game actually fits your playlist? GG Goku skills to like below super. That's my answer. And I scale Goku from the super timeline around 60 to 70, arguably 80 if you believe that he shook the entire void of nothingness, then yeah. because the entire world of nothingness contains all of the 12 macrocosms. Those said macrocosms are about 7-dimensional in a cosmology, in hierarchy. So yeah, and Jitikoku should be around 70 as well. Morka, yes, I have. I'm very kept up with him. Like his latest video was about future Gohan coming to throw hands with fucking Kakarot. So yeah. So dumbass, I said Morka, not Marka. So I'm actually really like kept up with his this new trend that he has made. So I'm like really kept up with that. So yeah. But what do you think about Indian Marvel power scale? Not gonna lie, I haven't seen a single power scaler within India, especially Marvel. I'm not even that into Marvel, but oh shit, he just released a new video. Instagram, however, is like the worst place you can power scale. It's full of fucking. Now, I'm not going to say that every Indian power scaler is like terrible, but people on Instagram are just like terrible in general. Instagram is the worst place for you to power scale or talk to power scalers in general. So like, yeah.
All right, now please, let me talk to the prince.
Just who is this kid? Why is he here? Why is he so strong? How did he know we...
I just want to know what will be Vegeta's reaction to this, knowing that both of them can go Super Saiyans. Like, in the original timeline, Vegeta was the stubborn one, so what will be his reaction in this timeline? I'm genuinely like into that. Because even in this timeline, both Goku and Gohan have fucking Super Saiyans and Vegeta doesn't.
were coming. Why didn't he show up during the Saiyan saga? What does he want with the prince? Also transformed? Why does he kind of look like me? What is going on?
Fucking Saiyan saga. What the fuck?
During the Saiyan saga? What does he want with the prince? Also transformed? Why does he kind of look like...
Okay, so he asked, can he also transform like him? So that suggests that Goku has now complete control over his Super Saiyan.
Like hell me. Is going on?
So you gonna let me through, or...?
Nope.
Don't worry, I'll go to you.
Wait, my lord. What if he stabs you while I'm over here?
You know, I would have done something if I wanted to by now.
Yeah, he could have killed us when we landed earlier.
What if he changes his mind when he talks to you?
What?
You know, maybe he's testing you with his own specific criterias.
Bro, you're one to talk when you tried to murder me the first time you got here. In contrast to you, he's way more likable.
What?
And stronger. Especially stronger.
Oh, he pushed the strong button.
So that's their relationship.
I mean, that was it, but even then, I'm still like hyped up for Vegeta's reaction to the both of them going Super Saiyans. Like, even in this timeline, Vegeta not being a fucking Super Saiyan is like fucking hilarious. This is basically a parody version of DragonballZ. It's made by this guy named Morka. He's basically a parody. Have you ever watched DragonballZ Average? Just let's say they made a entire new timeline where Vegeta is Goku and Goku is Vegeta. Like, yeah. Anyway, my point still stands. Like, I'm still waiting for their... So there is a YouTuber named Abyss who claims that solo leveling is better written than Dragon Ball. Look, I can agree to some extent. Like, for the start of the plot, like the start of the plot for Dragon Ball Super is not that great, but if he meant overall Dragon Ball, yeah, he's fucking retarded. Solo Leveling is the equivalent of fucking, you know, repeating the same arc over and over. Like, at least within a Dragon Ball, you get a lore behind characters and a much more depth about them, but here, yeah, fuck no. Solo Leveling is not on the same level of writing as fucking Dragon Ball. Anyway, Muhammad, you should actually, Muhammad, I'm just gonna call you Muhammad. You should actually watch this entire series. It's actually fucking great. Oh yeah, while at it, I should just invite to the server. Never. Yeah, so there we go. You can now join my Discord server if you want and stuff. So like, yeah, for all of them watching this, who is worst MC? Anos? It's definitely fucking Anos. At least with Sung Jin Woo, you get some emotions out of him, like he has a fucking family and stuff. But Anos is like the equivalent of I can do this because I can do this and I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, that's the only thing about Anos you can know. Anos is far worse than fucking Sung Jin Woo. Okay. Anyway, as I said, you can ask me any question. What the fuck? Yeah, I really need to stop my brother from watching this stuff on. Does Gogeta's Soul Punisher affect Darkseid and Null as he is pure? Yes, it does. Soul Punisher's entire gimmick is to like affect beings with evil. It's like the best fucking counter to evil. So yes, it will definitely work on those beings. Heck, Janemba is a personification of evil. Like, he's a nature of evil. All of evil within hell was like compressed within Janemba, and Soul Punisher was able to destroy it. So yes, it will work on them both. I mean, as I said, I don't scale any verse to Outerverse. So even with the DC universe, it's at best, in my opinion, again in my opinion, it's at best like you know, 60 to 70 in hierarchy. Of course, dimensional scaling, I don't buy into that Outerversal stuff because I can defend that. But yeah, so basing on scaling, Gogeta should be able to beat them with his Soul Punishers. Anyway, you can join my Discord server. Make sure to verify yourself and you're joining, by the way. I really need to get this server on track because it's fucking dead. Also, why the fuck was there no ping to this? Let me just... like, yeah. Soul Punishment will burrow unless DC LARP DC like Saiyan Lens. Saiyan Lens? What the fuck does that mean, bro? Show Tucker. Wait a fucking minute. I know that name. Show Tucker. Hold on a fucking minute. Oh, hell nah. Get that motherfucker out of here. You did not just fucking included him from being the ranking. Like, no. Yeah, get that motherfucker out of here. He's not... He shouldn't be within Monkey D. Dragon and fucking Son Goku. They're leagues above him in being great fathers. I don't know why do a lot of people still believe that Goku is a terrible father, even though he has done more shit for fucking Gohan and Goten than any other motherfucker. He has done more shit than fucking Naruto for his son. He has done more shit fucking than Minato for his son. Like, yeah. Who's comic curator? Oh, you mean Show Tucker? I mean, yeah, sure. That motherfucker, they're fucking retard. Holy shit, bro. Holy shit. What the? Yo, do you see a fucking planet here? Never mind, there are some points here. Yeah, bro, you're not fucking fooling anyone. So a lot of people I see try to scale. Oh yeah, Saiyan Lens. Okay, now I fucking remember. Who think is not gonna lie, bro? I don't know who's gonna win the World Cup. Like, I'm genuinely not into that World Cup bullshit. It does have as much hype as fucking Dragon Ball when it was in the Tournament of Power stuff, but yeah, I don't know who's gonna win the World Cup. If you don't know, I'm from Pakistan. In Pakistan, we barely give a fuck about our own sports, which is fucking cricket, I think. And we don't even give a fuck about that any much. So I don't think anyone gives a fuck about World Cup on soccer or football, as you say it. So a square and a circle can exist in real life. I mean, can't they? If you have any suggestions to watch or like react to, or like just have fucking questions about anything in general, you can just ask. So where do I scale characters? Not gonna lie. Can you debunk Goji's new video on Goku? I mean, let me see. Where does he even scale? Wait, are you talking about Goji Chronics? If so, yeah, no, because he doesn't scale either of them to Ultraversal and stuff. And even if he does, his usual scaling is just not good about DC or Dragon Ball. The best scaling I have seen him do is about low multiversal for both of them. Higher than that is just fucking ass. So I'm not gonna bother debunking anything. And once again, I don't scale Dragon Ball to Ultraversal, so yeah. I'm gonna fucking screw with him. You heard me. She's fucking two-dimensional. Did you fix your... Yes, I fucking did fix my bike. So... what's next? One Punch Man new... Wait, there's a fucking new teaser? Where the fuck did I record that stuff? Yo, what the fuck? Where did it go? Did someone remove? Or am I not live anymore? Nope, I'm still live. There was a video I wanted to like react to because it was fucking... Where do you scale these characters? Leon Kennedy, Kratos, Jin Sakai, Geralt and Doomslayer. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, I don't know who Jin Sakai and Geralt are, but for Kratos he's around like 5D, low complex multiversal. Same for Doomslayer, but he's like a dimension higher than Kratos in scaling. As for Leon Kennedy, he's around, I don't know, from large building to like city level, city block level. Let's go see the PowerPoint presentation man is giving us next. Wait, what are you talking about, bro? So yeah, fucking gooner. Goku versus fully adapted Maharaka is a joke. Let's see you. Yeah, no.
Goku wouldn't survive in Jujutsu Kaisen.
Guys, I don't think people realize what fully adapted Maharaga truly is.
The day I saw the video of your dingling.
It changed my mind.
So the person who said what a fully adapted Maharaga is just a fucking OC character. Like, yeah.
Instead of my dingling.
Kaisen.
Hey there, I heard that you're strong. So you really are strong, huh?
Why would you do that? Why?
That's actually how the fight will go.
There's no way we're still doing this, bro. We can't still be doing this. Goku versus fully adapted Maharaga is a joke. It was never a matchup. All it is a battle of reading comprehension. I promise that you probably don't know how Maharaga's adaptation actually works. But that's okay, because here I'm actually going to take the time to explain it to you. So if you enjoy honest power scaling videos, then please like and subscribe. Or I'm sending Z Broly to your house. It's your choice. I already made a couple videos talking about Goku versus Maharaga, but I never spent that much time actually talking about the theoretical fully adapted Maharaga versus Dragon Ball characters. About a month ago, I did make a poll though where I put Broly bloodless and completely angry Broly versus a fully adapted Maharaga. And most people actually agreed that Broly would win with the exception of a couple few. But the poll can't tell us the full story. So what would actually happen if a fully adapted Maharaga fought Broly or Goku or any Dragon Ball high tier? Now you've definitely heard a lot about the mythical...
He will fucking cease to exist. Like, yeah, that's what's gonna happen.
Tung 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 light novel Maharaga who solos all of fiction if he's fully adapted. But what if I told you that's just not true? To understand this, we need to first talk about how Maharaga's ability works. Now, I know you have seen this panel. The Maharaga can adapt to any and all phenomena. I've seen this panel more times than I've seen happiness, so at least once. This panel is the exact reason why people believe that Mahoraga can adapt to literally anything, but it's lacking critical context, which leads a lot of people to believe that it means literally anything, including concepts, dimensionality, extreme power differences, being a broke ass, and entire power systems.
A lot of people forget that a phenomenon is something that's like, you know, fucking observable and stuff, like which if we like wank the fuck out of the word phenomenon, you be talking about space and time. So that basically makes Mahoraga low ultraversal. That's the highest adaptability Mahoraga can truly reach. The definition of phenomenon is any observable event, fact, or occurrence, meaning yeah, he's not getting past anything like fucking super space and time. Even then, it depends on his own cosmology. So yeah.
And in reality, Mahoraga can't adapt to any of those things. How many times have I had to read a comment from someone claiming that Mahoraga can do something that we've never seen him do? JJK fans must literally watch Jujutsu Kaisen through YouTube Shorts. A lot of these are debunkable really fast. Mahoraga can't adapt to concepts, let alone abstract concepts. If he could, he would have just adapted to the concept of defeat. And yes, there are people who believe that he can adapt to abstract concepts, that's why I said that. He can't adapt to an entire power system like chakra or ki. I don't know why so many people think that he can. And if he could do this, he would just adapt to cursed energy and be immune to every single attack on JJK. But instead, he only adapts to specific techniques and attacks, which kind of counteracts the whole idea of this. And everything we ever see Mahoraga adapt to still exists within a 3D plane and is a third dimensional attack, so there's no real reason to assume that he can adapt to higher dimensional attacks. Which is going to be a very big problem when a character like Jiren can be lowballed to multiversal while also transcending the concept of time. The problem is that people overcomplicate this matchup way too much and just make up new rules for Mahoraga that don't exist. The adaptation power that they attach to Mahoraga isn't one that he possesses on his own. When someone's saying what would happen if fully adapted Mahoraga fought Goku, they're not talking about Mahoraga from JJK, they're talking about a fictional made-up Mahoraga that has a different version of adaptation, because the Mahoraga that we actually have in Jujutsu Kaisen can only adapt to third-dimensional attacks. This means that at a theoretical maximum highball, an infinitely adapted Mahoraga would just be infinite 3D. So like maybe he extreme diffs Z Gotenks, maybe? Okay, so did you guys subscribe yet? Because it's kind of my dream to hit 67,000 subs. And to think that he can do anything more than this is just a blatant no limits fallacy, because we have never seen him able to do this.
He has been saying nothing but facts so far. Rank these races: Viltrumites, Toku-stars, Enedites, Kryptonians, Saiyans, Celestial Sapiens, and Asgardians. If we go realistically, then the first one in order, actually let me just type it. So the first ones are definitely Asgardians. Actually, yeah, fuck that. I'm just gonna say it out loud. The first ones are definitely Asgardians, then there is Celestial Sapiens, then there's Saiyans, then there's Kryptonians, then there's Enedites, then there's Toku-star, and lastly, there's Viltrumites. That's how, if you wanna go about their biology, their biological system and stuff, then yeah, that's how the ranking goes. Asgardians are like at the top of the list, then there's Celestial Sapiens, then there's Saiyans, then Kryptonites, then Enedites, then Toku-star, and then Viltrumites. Viltrumites are like really fucking weak, even to average Toku-stars. Just for context, an average Toku-star can match like a cannon that can like completely vaporize a planet, which is already large planet level. No one in Viltrumite without any help is large planetary.
Don't understand how this works. It's really funny how even in 2026 people are still really upset at how strong Dragon Ball characters are. They aren't even capable of making a made-up version of an OC that could win a fight versus Goku. This doesn't deserve a long video explanation. If Mahoraga were to fight anyone who was stronger than Universal, he would just die in a punch. But anyways,
yeah, exactly. No one, heck, even then Mahoraga needs to fucking like adapt to that level in the first place. Mahoraga is not doing anything. Does he solo? Oh yeah, let's just check this out, because he made a video about every sun within fucking the big three.
Since you're already playing games anyway, why not earn some free rewards while you're at it? All you need to do is download Buff, let it run in the background as you play, and just like that you'll start earning Buff points. These can be used in...
So one of the most interesting and unique aspects in all of
Not gonna lie, Moham, as Guardians and Celestial Sapiens are just blatantly way more powerful. They are actually interchangeable within that ranking system, but a baby, and I mean a literal baby Celestial Sapien, has enough power to destroy and create an entire universe with Benton's cosmology, which is about as low-balled to 26 dimensional to realistically low ultraversal universe. So yeah, Celestial Sapiens, a fucking infant of Celestial Sapiens is that strong. So like, yeah, Saints are not winning against them.
Dragon Ball is the very existence of Gohan. In pretty much every other shonen anime, the main character isn't old enough to have kids, and even when they do, it's usually only by the very end of the story. Meanwhile, Goku gets married and has a kid essentially at the halfway point of Dragon Ball, with Gohan obviously becoming one of, if not the most important character in Dragon Ball Z besides Goku himself. Still, that doesn't make Goku the only shonen protagonist to have a powerful son. So today, I'll be putting Gohan up against some of the other iconic and powerful heirs of
If Ichigo's son scales to his own father, then aside from him, no one here is doing anything to Gohan.
Anime. Does all that extra narrative focus give Gohan a power edge over similar powerful kids, or have others managed to grow even stronger? Today, we're gonna find out. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's jump right in. If you care at all about spoilers, here are the series I'm gonna be talking about today. I will put timestamps down below so you can skip portions you don't want to be spoiled for. Cool? Cool. Also, just before anyone goes, isn't every male anime character an anime son? We are specifically talking about characters who are the child of a anime story's protagonist. They can be a side character or eventually become a main character in their own right. Otherwise, we'd be making Gohan literally fight every male character in anime, which obviously is well beyond the scope of a single video. So for a warm-up round, let's talk about a character who is the perfect pinnacle of the end of story anime son, being Kazui Kurosaki, the son of Ichigo and Orihime from Bleach. And frankly, because of his extreme lack of screen time, we know very little about him. What we do already know about Kazui is that he is being set up as a massive potential man. After all, he is the son of the guy who is essentially every physiology in Bleach and is obviously one of the strongest characters in the verse. Even aside from who his parents are, Kazui is shown to have a gargantuan amount of potential, given that even as a child and without any assistance, he could access his Shinigami powers. What these powers actually are and what he can do with them are still mostly unclear. In the Bleach special Hellverse one-shot chapter, we see him creating ghostly fish to ride on and opening up a portal after doing a ritual, with neither of these abilities actually showing how strong he is or even could be, given that these are not really a combat power. The only real feat that we see, if we can even call it that, is that he seemingly interacts with a bit of Yuha's Ryatsu, right at the exact moment that all of his remaining Ryatsu finally disappeared for good. To my knowledge, this never really has been explained or cleared up if Kazui was actually the reason Yuha suddenly poofed out of existence, or again, if it was merely a coincidence.
Someone doesn't necessarily have to state that they are this to, be scaled to that. The Nalgian simply stated that the minds of normal humans cannot comprehend more than 3 dimensions. And they are from the 26th dimension, making them 26 dimensional as well. The point is their existence is 26 dimensional, and that simply just proves that there are at the very least 26 dimensions within the universe. Now there is another higher dimensional species which says they also like clarify that they're from higher dimension and are from the uncountable dimensions, like inaccessible, which implies there are infinite higher dimensions within the Ben 10 universe, making a single universe high hyperversal to low ultraversal. So yeah, and even then celestial sapiens are still like really high into that scaling.
Though, given that Kazui wasn't even using his Shinigami powers here when he did this, leads me to believe that it is the latter. Still, if you want to say he actually did banish an unquantifiable portion of Yuha's power, this may make him already captain level in power, given that Soifon seemed to consider the Ryatsu by itself as a threat by telling everyone to fall back. But I hope you can see the issue here. There are just so many ifs that need to be true for Kazui to have any scaling at all. If he actually affected Yuha, if he actually can use that power in combat, if that power is actually captain level, you get the point. Meanwhile, you have Gohan from his very first appearance instantaneously surpassing both Goku and Piccolo, who were already at worst moonbusters in their own right, having a power level of 1000.
A lot of people don't understand, but destroying that moon was not just simply moon level. Like, the destruction was so violent that it's like about large planet level.
300 and critically damaging Raditz. I have no doubt that when Bleach ever continues with this Hell arc, Kazui will get better feats and scaling, but for now, he's losing to literally baby Gohan. Next up, we have a far more interesting opponent for Gohan, Giorno Giovanna from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Now, as JoJo's is a story entirely built off of following the Joestar bloodline, multiple JoJo's protagonists could have been in this video, with both Josuke and Jolene also technically being the direct children of former protagonists, Joseph and Jotaro respectively. But I think it goes without saying that.
Yeah, but what even is composite Saiyans? Like, do you guys even know what that is?
Giorno, who is technically the son of Jonathan Joestar, is absolutely the strongest option when it comes to the direct descendants in the world of JoJo. Now, we can skip talking about how base Giorno with normal Golden Experience performs against Gohan, even if we give Golden Experience the extreme massive benefit of the doubt and say that it is at least comparable to some of the stronger normal stands that appear in the previous parts of 3 and 4, then Golden Experience should be massively faster than Light and town level in power while being charitable. Again, this version of Giorno wouldn't even be strong enough to damage Saiyan Saga Gohan. However, base Giorno is not the form that anyone talks about when discussing the character, with Gold Experience Requiem being his true full power. Now, as a Requiem stand, it's described that Golden Experience is no longer really measured on the same scale as the other stands, with it having the insane power to revert things back to zero. This power is essentially a nuh-uh button that even when time itself got erased, is able to undo any actions back to their start. We only see this be used one time against Diavolo, who when using King Crimson's ability to erase time and attack
I don't know why this is relevant, because any hacks, like within Dragon Ball, if you're just simply stronger than the person, you can just like negate their hacks. Like, it's simple as that. So I don't know why he's like showing this and talking about this at all.
Giorno. Even when seeing a future where he won, Golden Experience not only undid the attack, but reversed the erased time as well. This is important because, as we know from interviews with Araki, that time manipulation abilities in JoJo's are not limited by range, with the powers extending over the whole world, space, and the universe. So while these stands are not universe busters, the potency of their hacks is functioning on a universal scale, with Golden Experience being able to undo these universe-spanning time manipulation abilities. So does that mean Gold Experience Requiem solos Dragon Ball? Absolutely not, because the power of GER is only capped at the universal scale, and it's never shown anything more impressive than that. And as we know, the Dragon Ball verse absolutely has. And an insane highball, even Cell Saga Gohan, should be strong enough to just overpower GER's highest known feat if you take Cell's infinite and universal statements to their highest face value, given that Gohan absolutely obliterated that guy. More reasonably, Ultimate Gohan, by the time of the Tournament of Power, after finally not being rusty, would scale gargantuanly beyond the likes of God Goku from Battle of...
By your own word, even like Kid Gohan, who was like moon level to large planetary, should be able to negate anything GER throws at him simply because he's stronger.
Of gods, who is multiversal, given that he was able to match both Blue Goku in the anime and could fight equal to Kefla in the manga, which is even further beyond GER's strength. While it's not canon, we do see what happens when GER comes across a multiversal threat, as he got easily slammed by Overheaven Dio. Still, potentially being able to at least stalemate all of Dragon Ball Z isn't bad.
We started with an AI that turns any idea into a game. Everyone was...
Next, we have a character you've probably never heard of, and it's simply because protagonists actually having children in these anime is so extremely rare, and these children having any screen showings is even rarer. This is Tristan, the son of Meliodas from the 7 Deadly Sins anime sequel, The 4 Knights of the Apocalypse.
By the way, I 100% recommend you all to read this manga. It's actually fucking peak.
Now, Tristan is certainly powerful, all things considered, having participated in many fights and being one of the named Knights of the Apocalypse mentioned in the story's title, but with over 200 chapters in the story so far, he's considered absolutely garbage compared to his father. When they teamed up to fight against Arthur, he literally just got in the way and slowed Meliodas down. Later on, when they trained together, Meliodas absolutely thrashed him while clearly not going anywhere near all out. Now, Meliodas is probably way stronger than you think. He scales to the king of the demons who created the demon realm, a dimension that is...
Yeah, I should have guessed that you will use this, but a lot of people don't understand that this entire scan is very controversial to use, because we have the supreme deity who says that she created the celestial realm, and then there's the goddess realm race, and there's the scar tree which created the fairy realm and its fairy folk. Now, if you actually watch the anime or read the manga, those said realms are not actual fucking universes or even planets. They're just small areas that are separated from the main world. Like, they're just hidden worlds, that's it. They're just hidden within on Earth. So this like really puts the demon kings created the demon world are really questionable, because if beings such as Scar Tree and Supreme Deity, who are equal if not just straight up relative if not just straight up equal to him, can do this, then yeah.
Portrayed as having multiple stars, which has been calculated as a solar system.
Once again, no.
Level feat. But again, it's impossible to quantify the current gap in strength between Tristan and his dad. All we know is that it is massive. Still, we can honestly stop right here. Even with...
As I said before, I don't care about ultraversal stuff. Even then, not gonna lie, I don't know about guts, but Void can't defend ultraversal scaling if he was put into a debate.
With the solar system level scaling, the 7 Deadly Sins verse doesn't really have any impressive speed feats or speed scaling to keep up with...
That's another thing about the 7 Deadly Sins. The highest speed meta for the 7 Deadly Sins is at best light speed. Yeah, that's the highest speed for the 7 Deadly Sins.
Dragon Ball at equivalent levels of power, only being vaguely faster than light. Meanwhile, even by Saiyan Saga, the characters are massively faster than the speed of light. Realistically, at worst, a Super Saiyan 2 Gohan who could overpower the at worst solar system level Cell is obliterating Tristan, who scales below his solar system level father. Finally, we get to the character who is, for better or worse, probably the most iconic son in anime besides Gohan, Boruto. Unlike all the other sons in anime besides the JoJo protagonists, Boruto has an entire manga and anime dedicated to him as the main character, giving him plenty of feats feats, plenty of fights, and plenty of scaling and power progression as opposed to these others, but quantity does not necessarily mean quality. As a baseline for the inverse scaling of Boruto, while he is not the strongest character in the Naruto verse, he sits around the upper echelon of power, as he is comparable to the likes of Kawaki, Code, and potentially Ishiki. At worst, that would put his level of strength above literally everyone in all of Naruto, including Naruto, Sasuke, Madara, Toneri, and Kaguya, given that even Momoshiki was already arguably above Kaguya, and he pales in comparison to even Jigen, the imperfect vessel of Ishiki, who again is explicitly below current Boruto. This would put Boruto, at least when using his strongest attacks, over the level of power of the previous era, which would put him at least star level, given that he was able to output more power than the likes of Kaguya, who could create and destroy her own star.
I like how for the Demon King from Seven Deadly Sins has fucking solar system level calculation based on a single statement, while Kaguya is only star level, even though there are multiple fucking statements about these dimensions being actual space-times, multiple showings of these dimensions having multiple stars and fucking planets and etc. Kaguya is capped at star level while the Demon King is fucking solar system level. I genuinely don't understand the VSBW wiki, but yeah, they're fucking retarded.
And the realms around them. However, recently, there has been a push for higher ends of Boruto scaling, like recent guide statements referring to the battles of Boruto as super dimensional. Dragon Ball scalers should be familiar with this term, as this phrase has...
Yeah, that shit is not even from the official fucking source from what I heard. Actually, let me just look it up. Pretty sure there was someone who debunked that. I'm looking it right now, so yeah. So where it is. Bro. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, so the thing is, that scan what Longs just showed is not even from a 400-page guidebook. It's a made up. The original image is from like Twitter, from a dude who shared Boruto spoilers. It's not a guidebook, it's a promotional material. It's a statement at face value which absolutely no super dimension feeds backing it up. Like, there is nothing to back up that super dimensional bullshit. It's just used hyperbolically. Because, you know, Naruto and Sasuke can like fucking uses space-time ninjutsu. That's why it's called that. Like, if you actually translate the entire scan, it literally shows you the description of the fight itself. Hence the fucking statement of super dimensional. So yeah, it's not outerversal. Oh, sorry, it's not super dimensional. That's just fucking made up by fans who can't understand shit.
Has been used to describe several major fights in Dragon Ball Super, notably Goku vs Beerus and Broly vs Gogeta. Still, if we were to grant this higher dimensional or beyond universal scaling to Boruto and say that
And even then, super dimensional can just be 4D. If you people don't know what a super dimension is or a hyper dimension is, it's simply a dimension with another axis within it. I'm not gonna go like in depth, but it's basically a higher dimension above the space. That's it. Like, it's a fourth dimension. It can be 5D, 6D, 7D, 8D, whatever you wanna say. It can be those dimensions, but it depends on the cosmology. So unless you can fucking prove that Naruto universe is like fucking 100D or whatever the fuck you wanna say it is, it's not outerversal and bullshit, and neither is fucking Dragon Ball. What I'm saying, it can just be at 4D. So yeah, it's still not fucking enough.
he's as strong as Super Broly, who has the same statements, Gohan would still win because as Beast Gohan in Dragon Ball Super Superhero, he surpasses Broly in power based on his numerous statements of being the strongest. And because in the manga, Broly needs to achieve a new Super Saiyan form just to be considered Gohan's equal. So no matter which way you cut it, Gohan is simply the gold standard when it comes to the sons of anime protagonists. Actually having him be relevant and powerful throughout the whole story makes it
realistically, teen base Gohan, actually screw that. Gohan from the Namek saga, like Kid Gohan, is enough to like beat everyone here.
So he kinda solos everyone else in his archetype, until he gets rusty again. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you to my members, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.
It's definitely Minato. Like, Minato out of these four is the best father.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for watching the video, guys. I like to stop the stream because I have to go, but thanks for watching the stream. I hope to like finish my new video, which will be about Jiraiya versus Master Roshi next. Like, I'm still working on that video. I just need someone to like make a ordered scaling of Jiraiya. I do need help on that. Overall, I will like talk. But anyway, thanks for watching the stream with me, guys, and I hope you all have a nice day or night. So yeah, see you guys next time on my next stream.